All right, we are rolling. Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft with CryinMo. Our lovely ceiling pool right up there. Wouldn't that be cool if we could do that in real life? Have an actual water with airspace below it. That'd be strange. Alright, I'm just being weird. Anyway guys, how you doing today? I am doing wonderful. Today is Sunday for me, and it is raining. It's been raining all day here in Southern California, which is, like I said, wonderful. And look at that. Our tower is looking wonderful. Everything, I added a little waterfall there, a secondary waterfall. Let me just cruise around over here so we can take another gander at it. Thank you guys so much for all the love in the last episode, for the tower and everything. You guys really seem to like it, and I really appreciate that. Yeah, so I've just added a second waterfall. It was kind of a pain to do that, and I went ahead and lit up the bridge, and this is our scaffolding just so I can create the underside of the bridge, which is what we'll be doing today. A little bit time consuming, but of course, you know, with the magic of editing, we can make that quick for you guys. So I did put ice down here. I guess it does make me go a little faster, but you end up getting up on top of the other blocks, so it's a little bit of a pain. A couple things to talk to you about today, guys. A couple of movies. One of them is a little bit older, and one of them is brand new. Kira and I went to go see with a couple of friends of ours, and we had a great time, which is rather surprising once you know who the filmmaker is. So let me get started working on here, and we'll talk about these two flicks that we went to see. I'll put up our tallest the uprights that go all the way down, the supports that go all the way down to the ground. So let me let's F3 this here real quick. So yeah, at 50, and the other one's over there at 10. So let's go on down here and see. So what did I go see this weekend? We went to go see, you know what I didn't do? I didn't notate what my cross section was. All right, so what did we go see? We went and saw M. Night Shyamalan's latest movie, Split. Now, as we all know, M. Night Shyamalan sort of exploded in a fiery I don't know. He just sort of became a terrible filmmaker. Let's see. The last movie that I liked by him, I did enjoy his movie Signs. I really like that movie. My favorite of his movies is probably Unbreakable. The Village, I really enjoyed most of that movie. There are some excellent scenes in that film. The guy's a great director as far as scenes go. He can create tension and show character, and just, I don't know, I think the guy's really good. But then he did Lady in the Water, and I was horrified. I mean, I was just like, what am I watching? Like, what is this childish nonsense? Really, obviously, if you like the movie, you like the movie. That's fine. I'm not trying to take that away from people. I was kind of confused by that movie. I did not confused as to what the movie was about. I was confused about his execution of that movie. It was, I don't know. I know it was supposed to be for kids and stuff, but it was just, I don't know, man. It had some lame things in it. In my opinion, just my opinion. Then he made that movie called The Happening, which people run away from the wind in that movie, which is just also just silliness. And then, of course, studios started to get a little upset with him, and the fact that he was spending a lot of their money and not making it back because he was making such terrible films. So he then did a big budget movie based on a property that he did not write. See, he writes most of his films. Then he did the movie The Last Airbender, which was another atrocious piece of junk. That was a really bad movie. I could only watch about 10 minutes of that, and I was just like, I don't understand why is this so bad? But it was terrible. And then I think Will Smith hired him to direct a movie written by his son. Based on his son's Will Smith's son's story, After Earth. And I never watched that. I didn't bother. But that movie was pretty interesting only insofar as Shyamalan was not allowed. I shouldn't say that. they didn't advertise using any. There was no marketing with Shyamalan's name for that film. It was like on the movie poster. He just had his little tiny name down by the directed by. That was it. It wasn't like a Shyamalan film or anything like that. His name was nowhere to be seen in any of the marketing campaigns. And whatever. Everybody, we pretty much thought he was just washed up and which is kind of a shame. I mean, he started out so strong. It's got to be a bummer to get sort of saddled with the idea that the audience is always going to expect these amazing twists, because that's just got to be tough, to write against. Anyway, yeah, and I wasn't a huge fan of The Sixth Sense. I know that's going to be very controversial, but it had some very good scenes in it, I felt, that were very tense and everything. But then Unbreakable came out, and I really enjoyed Unbreakable. Now, obviously, talking about Shyamalan films and stuff, everything is spoiler based. I mean, we can't really talk about any of his movies, because if you've seen the movies, that's fine. But if you haven't seen the movies, like literally they're one line, one sentence, one word can sort of give away the whole thing. And I don't want to ruin the movies for anything or for anybody who's going to want to watch them, because they can be very fun if you like, sort of the mystery type thing, or figuring something out, or seeing the unexpected, getting the twist. Basically, that's what he's known for, right? But I always felt, as a director, he's really good from scene to scene. I mean, he can build a scene, and he can direct actors really well. And I don't know, I was always hoping that he might come back with something cool. And it turns out that he did, and I didn't know. And then he came out with this movie, Split. You can watch the trailer for it, of course, and check it out. It's about a split personality. I don't want to go any further than that. You know that going in. It's just definitely, that's what it is. That's not the reveal or the twist. In fact, I would say don't go into this one looking for a twist or anything. Just go into it experiencing. It's sort of a horror movie. I think it's supposed to be maybe in the horror movie genre. But it's pretty good. It's pretty intelligent as far as dealing with what it's dealing with. It does it in an intelligent way, and it has some really great characters in it. Not all the characters are great. It has a couple of slow parts, but overall, I had a lot of fun in it, and Kira did as well. She actually has only ever seen one Shyamalan movie, Signs, which she did not like, but she really enjoyed this movie, even though she went to go watch it and she found out, because I wanted to see it, so she was going to go, for me. And, it was kind of like, it seemed like maybe it was a trade-off. I went to see La La Land with her because she wanted to go see it, and I personally just had no interest in seeing a musical. I'm not a very big musical guy, but I will have to say, for La La Land, the second two-thirds of that movie is actually pretty good. I had a good time in it. The beginning, the opening scene was atrocious. I just didn't care for it at all, and I just sort of sat through it and everything. But yeah, by the end of that movie, I was actually... I was impressed with the writing and stuff. I thought it was pretty well done. I mean, I hesitate to recommend it to you if you don't like musicals, but yeah, it was not bad. It was not a bad film. It was, anyway, but we could talk about that later if you guys feel like it. But yeah, so anyway, halfway through the movie Split, I looked over at Kira. I thought maybe she wasn't having a good time, but she actually really, really enjoyed the movie. So I would recommend it. I would say it's good, and if you like the movie Unbreakable, you definitely should see Split, for sure. So anyway, since we can't really talk about anything else because of spoilers and whatever, we'll stop there. Now, we came home and we were sitting here playing Overwatch or whatever we were doing. I was prepping this episode, doing a little building here, and it was kind of late, but we were on HBO and we were flipping through it, and we saw, the movie called The Visit is on HBO, and I'm sure it'll come out on Netflix pretty soon. Now, The Visit was a very small movie. It was produced, written, and directed by M. Night Shyamalan, and it came out in 2015. And I didn't go see it. I didn't really hear anything about it. I think a friend of mine saw it and said, they kind of liked it, but it was whatever. But they did feel it was better than anything he had done in the last, 10 years. Since we had so much fun at Split, I was like, man, let's watch The Visit. And The Visit is about two kids that go visit their grandparents, and the grandparents turn out to be pretty bizarre. And I don't want to, again, we can't say anything about the movie because we don't want to give out any spoilers, but I will say that both of us, Kira and I, really, really enjoyed The Visit. It was very fun. Now, as with any Shyamalan movie, you have to suspend disbelief to a certain extent, as you know, you do with any horror movies. But most horror movies are pretty inane. I mean, they're pretty dumb, to be perfectly honest, in my opinion. And they don't really cater. They're not really made to be intelligent normally. That's not to say there aren't intelligent or sophisticated horror movies. There are some for sure, but you know, for Shyamalan, he does a good job with misdirection, and again with just directing his actors and creating characters and situations that sort of make you sort of buy into the thing that he's sort of selling you. And but overall, man, I thought The Visit was very, very fun. It's not a typical horror movie, but it's definitely got some horror movie aspects. It's got some cool, creepy scenes, and some really good comedy, actually. And the kids who are in it were great. All the actors are great. Anyway, I think Shyamalan, having seen both of these movies now back to back, I think Shyamalan it has gotten me excited again to really wait for and anticipate his next film project. I'll be looking forward to it, man. I'm back on the bandwagon. You can sign me up as a Shyamalan fan one more time, and we'll see what he can do. So anyway, Split, thumbs up. The Visit, thumbs up. And La La Land, strangely, thumbs up. Even though I'm not a musical fan, not a musical guy, but it was not a bad film either. All right, well, that's it for Movie Review Wednesday. So here we go. With the sunrise, we can see what it's looking like. I think it's done. I just want to check the arcs to see if they look okay. They're not quite. Well, they're almost round enough. I mean, it's hard to tell when we're looking at it from an oblique POV. Let's look at it from up here. Is this more square? Yeah, so somewhere right in here, so we can get a straight on. How about right here? Right here in the trees. It is hard to tell, of course, with this scaffolding there. I didn't want to take the scaffolding down until we were sure we had it where we wanted it. What do we think? It's pretty. This array here is a little bit bulky looking. I am going to beef up the bases down there for sure. So we can, won't look like they're just standing on these sticks coming out. Although the bases are going to be thin up through here, but we'll put a base down there at the bottom. I know I could have done one big arc that went from like that side to that side, but I kind of liked this idea of having multiple arches. So I think it's looking pretty good. Let's go. Well, if I can like fly through here, what is there? Just more trees, amplified trees. Yeah, let's go put some bases in. Yeah, I'm thinking I like that more than I like this. So I think I don't like seeing so much stone down there. So I don't know if they should be even, because they're pretty much even height-wise, but that should be a lot lower. This is why I do things in creative mode first, by the way. So yeah, one thing I noticed is that I tend to forget now, with as much flying around as we do, the elytra takes a pretty good beating throughout the course of a normal Minecraft session. And yeah, I don't, just keep an eye on that, or you'll have them break on you when you're not prepared. So problem here is that is not low enough, because now it just looks like an error. It looks like, oh, it's slightly lower, like the architect was just drunk when he made it. That doesn't necessarily look like a mistake anymore. That looks like it was planned. That should be that much lower, and that one's up high. I think that's cool. I actually don't mind that difference in height there. I think that works okay because the terrain is dropping and everything there. I think it works pretty good. Let's see what it's like over here from our regular vantage point, where we will normally see this. Yeah, let's see. Oh man, that looks great, doesn't it? The bridge coming over. Oh, I think that's cool. Okay, yeah, it looks precarious, just like that, because it's on such a thin support system. But I think it looks pretty good. I think, well, my only drawback, or my only hesitation with this, is it feels like this stuff in right here, these stairs underneath, which we need the stairs underneath the wood blocks. They almost feel too bulky. They feel like they stick out really far, but you can't. They're not sticking out. They're actually flush with the side of the bridge. So I I don't know what to do about that. That's pretty interesting. I'm just now noticing that. Okay, so I think that looks much better. It looks a little less heavy across the top where all those stairs were. And all I did was I took out the stairs, the double set of stairs I had. I had a stair underneath the spruce log there and a second stair bracing against the logs. I removed those and put in just a single slab underneath each one of the spruce logs and a single block behind that slab. So it looks much less bulky to me across the top there. It looks much cleaner. The undercarriage doesn't look like it's overwhelming the top of the bridge. All right, well, I think that's looking pretty awesome. I think that's so cool. It's now done, except for our track, of course. But we will put that in. Did I do something that's uneven here? No, that's right. Sometimes the perspective makes me think I did something that's uneven. No, everything looks mirrored. Okay, pretty cool. It's always hard for me to gauge how long an episode's going to be and how much content to cram into one episode. I know you guys like a lot of content. You like to see a lot of builds get done. This is taking me quite a while, though, to do this stupid bridge, just because of all the scaffolding and everything. I also want to do the little train station here and maybe get the tracks and everything laid in. So maybe I will do that. We'll finish all this up so this can all be done, and then we'll do the interior decoration and the elevator, the inside elevator, in the following episode. I know that's kind of a bummer for you guys since I already announced I would be doing the interior. I'm a little bummed too because I brought over all my stuff to do it. But I think I'd rather wrap this up, and I think that will make a good episode length, I believe. So let's say you come down this pathway here and you're just like, oh, there's a hole. We'll just drop right down. Bloop. And here we are. Very simple. I haven't decorated the walls, of course. Everything here is just functional. I don't know about this carpet. I was just trying some stuff, and I don't know. Different types of carpet, different kind of flowers. This will all probably change a little bit. We'll see. I don't have any idea what I'm going to do with the walls here yet, because the walls and ceiling of this hallway are going to be whatever motif we do for our main walls and ceiling, which is all these connectors over here with all our stairwells and all that stuff. Fire it up like so and go for a ride. Now right in there, which I should have showed you, I want to decorate all that stuff. All of this needs some decoration in here, and of course all of this. So now what I need to do is I think I'm going to put in a temporary track from here, the end of this tunnel, and up in between. We're going to run it up the wall here, around, and up to the platform there. And we're going to see what that looks like. Because if we hate it, we're going to take it down and just make a stop right here for the train, for the minecarts, and we can just use this to climb up. Or even throw an ender pearl up there. Yeah, we could get up there, I think. It wouldn't be too much of a problem to get up here into our little thing here. But yeah, this is where I want to make the minecart station, right up here. Okay, it looks a little terrible. I'm not too sure about that. Maybe, I don't know, if we left that in there, I think we would certainly have to make it not spruce wood. It would have to be a different color to be some kind of design element. This kind of looks okay right here. If we could make that not extend so far out, I don't know how to really do that. Let me go see if I can make that tighter to the wall, and then we'll take another look at it. That's better. I don't like that raised brick right there. I don't know why that seems to stand out to me. It just seems odd. But the track is much better. It's much less noticeable. And I don't mind it as much here like this. What do you guys think? Definitely let me know, because I don't think it's necessary, but in some ways it's kind of cool. And it would be a fun ride, obviously, right? It'd be like taking that monorail or something. You'd be running up there and up through the two waterfalls and up and around, and then parking right at the front entrance. So here it is in birch planks. That's birch planks over there. Yeah, it's not super contrasty. It turns a little dull, but I think it's better than the brown. So yeah, I threw just a couple torches on the back sides there, just to light it up, because I think lighting it up, of course, that makes it stand out a lot, right? So I don't know now what I think about that. I think we're going to compare these back to back and then see what we think, because I'm going to go over there and maybe try Prismarine out now, and we'll see what that looks like. Okay, so there it is in blue during the day. That's not too bad, but it's, I don't know. At nighttime, it doesn't look so bad. I think everything looks better on this tower, better at night. I mean, not better, it's just the lighting is dramatic and it sort of makes it look cool. But I think for now I'm going to leave that over there. Oh, I forgot. This is a creative world. This is a copy, so I'm going to have to go back to the spruce version and see what we like. But maybe we'll make a decision and I don't know, maybe I'll just wait and see what you guys think. I don't really know. Like I said, we don't have to have that at all. We could just park it there and then have to take stairwells up. I mean, you know, a ladder up. Obviously, we might access this tower a lot by flying, of course, but I don't like to lean on just flying because, well, like that time when I just died in the Nether, you know, I had to go get my armor and everything else. I had to walk around all this space here and use the stairs finally, which I hadn't had to do in a while. So anyway, let me get this tunnel over here done, and then yeah, we'll take a final look here at the two, and then maybe you guys can tell me what you think. All right, so at least it's lit up and everything is uniform, and this tunnel is finished in here now, just except for the dark prismarine. We got to get that. This is all ready to go. Obviously, that's the spruce wood there. The other test that I showed you was just the experimental version. But anyway, I'm really digging the bridge. I think it's very, very nice. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys like the little train station down there. I mean, that's a very simple thing, and that's not done either. Yeah, it just takes a while to get this stuff done. You know how it is. You guys play Minecraft. You know what the deal is. Okay, well, I don't know what's up with this hollow sound. I have no idea if the recording's picking that up or not, but anyway, guys, I'm Mo. You're you. I had a great time hanging out today. I hope you guys found it okay, and I will see you guys in the next episode for sure. You guys take care. See you soon.